Why hello there, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in once again for this part of our ESO Necrom playthrough. We are working our way through the main story questline and learning about all of the new lore that dropped as part of this expansion pack. If you're enjoying the content so far and want to see more of it, please make sure you think about subscribing, and if you'd like to tell us what you think about ESO Necrom or any other games you'd like to see us play, do think about dropping a comment down below and smashing that like button. As always, if you'd like to join us live, then the link to the Twitch is in the description down below. We'd love to see you, and please do make sure you let us know you've come over from YouTube. Always makes me smile. On that note, we very much thank you for being here. Make sure you've taken a seat, settled in. It's time for the games.
Take what you described. How could Torvasad change a memory of Hermaeus Mora? How could he alter what happened so long ago? Such a power should not exist. This sensation, bafflement, I do not care for it.
Still, same reality.
Torvasad has allies as well.
Let's be good.
Master Shelrani, Vermina, and Periite. Blightcrown and the hidden kindred cultists. They seek to restore memories stolen from them by Hermaeus Mora. And from what you saw, Torvasad has started the restoration process.
Apocrypha seems intent on keeping us from learning too much.
Yes, most puzzling. Torvasad's next step must involve the rite Master Shelrani seeks to draw from Meln's Black Book. Return to Necrom and find Curate Gadain. See what Shelrani is up to. Meanwhile, I have other inquiries I wish to explore. Remember, as long as Shelrani possesses the Black Book, she can complete her rite. If they fully unlock this forgotten secret, multiple realms are doomed.
Sure, we're going after
I shall
this
meet
woman?
you. Torvasad and Blightcrown could be anywhere. But Master Shelrani has roots in the Telvanni Peninsula. If anyone can help you navigate the complexities of the Dunmer Great Houses, it is Curate Gadain. Investigating Shelrani is our best option.
Yeah, she is.
Any way to find Torvasad?
That is one of the possibilities I plan to explore. However, Torvasad demonstrated powers unheard of for a typical Dremora. He may have other abilities. I need to proceed with caution. And Blightcrown serves Periite, another obstacle.
What about the hidden kindred?
A cult composed of followers of Vermina and Periite, princes that usually work against each other, may be easier to uncover. I shall see what I can learn from my contacts among Hermaeus Mora's faithful. We will succeed, Proxy. We have to.
What about the corruption?
Blightcrown and Shelrani concocted the dream affliction with the help of Vermina and Periite. It allowed them to avoid detection by shifting into alternate layers of reality. It even affected Mora's guardians. And we know they plan to improve it.
To what purpose?
If they can perfect their formula, what better way to steal the most dangerous secret in Apocrypha than from under the gaze of the one who knows? But if we can stop Master Shelrani and they cannot find the secret they seek, it shall not matter.
Right, bye.
This portal will return you to Necrom, Proxy.
Master Shelrani murdered me to avoid the scrutiny of the Assembly of Masters. What else might she do to further her ambitions?
Through the hole. Back in the bindery.
Let's do it. Sheogorath for life. I mean, yeah. Sheogorath makes me laugh, but Hermaeus Mora is always my go-to, you know this.
Returns. I thought I recognized that wrinkle in the fabric of fate.
Bye.
I hoped Laramil would be with you.
He's
we have
coming.
news.
We know you're into each other.
Scroot and I uncovered the most interesting news. The Assembly of Masters learned of Master Shelrani's recent activities and has called for a conclave. They plan to strip her of her rank and expel her from the house.
Dun dun dun. What's the difference?
It's complicated. The Assembly of Masters consists of just their mouths. The actual Masters rarely leave their towers, and never to meet with their rivals. A conclave, however, is a different story. The Masters themselves are compelled to attend. Don't you see? When they convene the Master's Conclave, Shelrani must be on hand to contest the charges. So, we know where we can find her and when.
So where's it gonna be?
At Tel Hulan, the Tower Hall in Old Isra. As a curate, I think I can get us into the Conclave by claiming official Necrom business. House Telvanni prefers to stay on our good side, so they rarely ask too many questions of the Keepers of the
Yeah,
Dead.
see? I like the man more.
We will meet you
Curate
there.
or not, he'll never get into the Conclave bearing the mark of a Daedric prince. Not without my help.
Okay, what you got to say for yourself, Mel?
Underestimate Shelrani at your own peril. And do not think to just walk into a Telvanni stronghold reeking of Hermaeus Mora. Either Shelrani's Daedric allies or the Conclave's own protections will spot you the moment you step across the threshold.
Okay, well, how are you gonna fix it?
Of course. Wasn't I the greatest magister of my time?
And humble too.
If not for my desire for solitude, I would have been the Archmagister. Unfortunately, my spectral body isn't good for anything these days. You'll need to serve as my hands for this to work.
Okay, what do I need to
Return
do?
to Telrendis.
It was not that
Around
good,
my
though.
tower, you'll find the components necessary to assemble a passable cloak of omission. Look for dried hoaxwort, a lamia scale shawl, and an illusion tincture of my own creation. I'll tell you more when we get there.
Okay, we'll go to Telrendis then.
The book that I was bribed with was The History of the Empire, Part 79.
I see. Okay, so let's jump into this way shrine. And we're gonna head to Telrendis, which is over here. So going to the Aldisra one.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra.
It's fucking world boss.
Missed him.
We cannot take him. We have died before.
Yeah. To be fair, we were like level 1.
True.
This could prove more
There he is.
difficult than I expected.
Okay, what's up?
Curses and corporeal existence. I can see why most ancestors move on instead of haunting their descendants.
I mean, I'm not keeping you
My
here.
mortal memories are much harder to recall than I anticipated. I don't remember where to find those components.
And we're gonna look
Of
for them.
course not. I buried the components we need in separate caches on the tower grounds. I just can't remember exactly where I put them.
Great.
No matter. With your assistance, I'm sure we can find the right spots.
Okay, what do I gotta
Use
do?
my ghost sight. It will reveal the hiding places. Remember, Telrendis is my place of power, despite Shelrani's attempts to make it her own. Here, I can easily use my magic through you, as long as you're willing.
Where are we gonna
I
start?
placed sigils at the spots, but on a different layer of reality. Use my ghost sight, and you should be able to see them. The caches are buried beneath those locations.
It's the Necrom
When you get close to a spot I recognize,
expansion.
I'll tell you to activate my sight.
Okie dokie. Ooh. Got a helm. Pretty decent helm. These boots are good.
It is pretty good. I like this one.
Yeah.
Alright, where's the sigil?
Wait, where'd you go? You went over there. It's over here. Oh, over here.
Should be able to see my sigils and my ghosts. This must be the place. Take a look.
I've got the scroll. Dig, 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 dig.
Has it really been so
Whatever
long?
matching is.
Those components look terrible. But they'll have to do.
There's one more to find.
Oh, that's where it is. It's over there.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Use my ghost sight. Isn't ghost sight wonderful? You'll find a cache
Dig, dig,
here.
dig, 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 dig,
We
dig.
can work with this.
There we go.
Head toward my tower, and let's find a workbench to assemble the spell.
The next job, talk to you later. Of course. Enjoy.
Fabulous. The other side?
Yep.
Ooh.
Hello.
Yeah, we hit the world boss like completely by accident, so we're trying not to do that again. Ow.
Run away, he's coming back. Fuck off, dude.
Got through.
I remember this old workbench. We can prepare the Cloak of Omission here. Good work. Now place the shawl. Place the components one at a time. Excellent.
Perfect.
Now take the Cloak of Omission. Go ahead and try it on. The cloak will mask your presence and hide your connection to the Prince of Fate.
It is.
You look amazing.
Dumb.
Barely a hint of a Daedric connection. I should explain the particulars, though.
Okay.
Not a bad bit of work.
Silly.
You follow directions well. And the cloak looks perfectly
I mean,
dashing.
yes. of course,
Dashing,
the
I
clock.
say. Now let's head to Old Isra and meet up with Kirit Gadain. She should have gotten you access to the Conclave by now.
You did say something about particulars.
Did I?
Do you want to tell me more?
I don't recall. But if you're asking about the Cloak of Omission, it could only shield you from so many scrying attempts.
Okay.
Eventually, someone will notice you. But the enchantment should last long enough for us to get our hands on Shelrani.
I hope so.
Now that you mention it, yes. Gadain can get you on the access list, but you must play your part. Dunmer laws are labyrinthine, Telvanni especially. You need to invoke the proper statue to avoid suspicion.
Okay, do you want to tell us what it is?
Just say the following to the sentry at the door. I hereby invoke the 26th statute of the Necrom Agreement, and then demand entry to the Conclave. Can you remember that? Once we get inside, we can meet up with Kirit Gadain.
Oh,
What could Shelrani be thinking? She's obviously counting on the support of two Daedric princes. But does she really expect them to magically elevate her to the rank of Magister? Let's get to Tel Hulen in Old Isra and see if the cloak works.
why do we need this statue?
Because you're not a Telvanni. That particular statute relates to the agreement between House Telvanni and the Keepers of the Dead. If you present it with authority, the Sentry will probably grant you access.
Why do we just tell them
And
what they're
tell
up to?
them what? If you even imply that any Telvanni would require the help of an outsider, you'd insult them at best or get arrested.
So they're all
Not
up
to
in their own
immediately
heads. I
challenge
see
to a
it.
duel of spells. Believe me, any of those would be counterproductive.
What are they going to arrest me
Do
for?
you honestly think my people need a legitimate reason? Well, how about impersonating a Necrom official? Or
Okay.
infiltrating a meeting?
We won't risk it. Ready?
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 Send. Send.
I had the wrong quest selected.
Ah. It's over here.
And of course our cloak is off again.
No, it's not. Oh, it's here.
It's in our inventory, it's just not on.
I know, but I can't put it on.
I know. So maybe it has to be on.
Tell Hulan.
There we go.
The Tower
That's
of
what I was looking for.
Halls, home to the Assembly of Masters. Remember to invoke the statute when you demand entry, and put on the cloak.
Okay.
Know that, Drew? As Master Shelrani's mouth, you are prohibited from entering the Conclave.
Yeah.
But I must warn the masters.
What's
Don't
up?
worry. Your treacherous master will be dealt with soon enough.
Yeah, but I'm feeling the double cross. I'm feeling the double cross.
You must warn the other masters. I can no longer stand by and do nothing while Master Shelrani continues along this dark path. Her actions threaten the entire peninsula.
Why are we gonna trust you?
You probably shouldn't. But that doesn't mean I'm lying. I admired Shelrani for her skill and power.
There's a glowing thing on the
Thought
table.
she would help me rise in the ranks.
I see.
But her ambition and contempt for her fellow Telvanni will doom us all.
What do you mean?
Master Shelrani made a deal with not one, but two Daedric princes. She plans to use their help to eliminate all who oppose her so she can become Archmagister.
She is very ambitious.
The masters won't listen to me. They don't understand the danger.
What's
I'm
the
not
danger?
sure.
I mean, it's obvious
Master
that they're gonna
Shelrani
do
stopped
something
confiding.
here.
But I
Because
know how
all
she
of them are
thinks.
in one place.
She has no respect
Like,
for the masters or
course.
this conclave. When they move to reprimand her, she's going to show them just how powerful she's become. It will be a bloodbath.
I don't know about poison. It's gonna be a nightmare. There's one over here too. Do a little searchy search. Hello, Sentry Valine.
The Master's Conclave is in session. All other business is on hold. Come back later.
Statute.
Necrom, Let me see. Ah, yes. You're listed as Curate Gadane's attending clerk. Very good. You may go inside. I expect you'll find the curate in the assembly antechamber, as the attending magister declared the conclave for masters only.
Okay, we're going in. In we go. Kind of interesting how they have like mushrooms in jars and they have mushrooms in their walls.
There's Curate Gadain.
Morena seemed
Oh, God.
exhausted. Is she well?
Really,
The healers
I must...
recommended she stay in
I
bed, but
insist,
she
Curate.
insisted we
You
attend
do
the
realize
conclave.
I wield
They call them
considerable
so rarely,
influence as
you know.
Master Norvora's mouth.
Understandable.
Of course,
As much as
but-
our masters
I
despise
could do
public
much for you and the
appearances,
keepers.
They hate the
Now
thought
tell
of
me,
others
too many
gathering
people
without
talking
think
over
of
each
my
other.
book.
Too bad
That's
for
Master
the
Norvora's
Lord.
mouth.
I was hoping
We
to
need
see
to
what
extract
punishment
Gadain
would
this
arise for
instant.
Master Shelrani.
The curate and I are busy, outsider. I am eager to hear what he thinks of my book,
Of course.
Ancestors
Of
of
course.
a Humble Mouth. It's a work in progress, but at least 2 booksellers have expressed interest. Come back later.
Go.
How
talk to him.
strange. As no one but masters are allowed inside, Master Norvora explicitly
Oh, I'm
told
gonna
me to
lie
wait
to you.
out here until after the conclave concluded its business.
I'm going to lie to you.
Well, obviously Master Norvora needs her spellbook. No master should ever meet her peers without being totally prepared.
Yep.
I'll go and fetch it at once.
Off you go.
Thank you, my friend. Follow me. I know a place where we can talk privately.
Okay, let's go. Ooh, in this little hole.
We can speak freely here.
Fabulous.
You arrived not a moment too soon, my friend. Before they decided to seal the hall, and I was trapped in that dreadful conversation with Mouth Elar, I found what we needed. Master Shelrani is
She's
here
gonna
and
kill
being
them
held
all.
under guard until the conclave begins. And now we come to the problem. Magister Gothran arrived from Sadrith Mora to oversee the Master's conclave. He immediately expelled all but the Telvanni Masters and placed a ward on the door.
Is there like a tunnel? Or
There's
like
no way to get into the
some other
assembly
way
hall.
around?
Sadly, disabling a ward placed by a Magister is beyond my capabilities. If you have any ideas, please share them. Otherwise,
Meln
I
should
fear
make
the
himself
Masters are on their
useful.
own in there.
A Magister? To counter Magister magic, eh? Good idea. Let's go disable the ward.
Yes, I'm very clever.
I took some honey.
A ward needs anchors. Use my ghost sight to spot them. One on either side of a door.
Yeah.
I'll lend you my power to disable them. Magister Gothran is good, but I'm better. Let's enter the assembly hall.
This is a closed session. What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Now, Gothran, surely such restrictions don't apply to a Magister and his proxy.
Meln the Mouthless, a spirit. No matter. I will not tolerate your antics.
Nothing in our statutes precludes a dead Magister
I'm
from
allowed to
participating
be
in a
here.
conclave. Now, hear what my proxy has to say.
Very well. Step forward. You stand on shaky ground, mouth for the mouthless. What's so important that Magister Meln dares interrupt this closed session of the Master's Conclave?
She's gonna fucking
And
kill
Magister
you.
Meln thought us so ineffective that he had to swoop in and save the day? How presumptuous.
Oh,
of
you're all
him.
gonna get killed.
Do you
if
really
don't
think one
shut
rogue
up.
master is a match for this assembly? So I heard. Hence the reason I decided to leave my comfortable tower and come all this way to personally take charge of this conclave. The
It's good
masters
for you
will
to come
hear the
outside. A little bit of
charges,
vitamin D.
question the subject, and render swift judgment.
Good for you. Gonna kill you.
Is that why you're here? To add another charge to Shelrani's list of crimes? Then so noted. Perhaps that's why she turned herself over without any fuss or bother, so that she can
the
plead for
arrogance
mercy.
will be your downfall.
Perhaps I'll be lenient. Perhaps not.
Making a mistake.
Enough of this nonsense. I listened to the concerns of your Magister and heard his allegation. Now we are finished. Meln may stay if he wishes. That is his right. But you and the curate should go and leave us to our work.
Okay, bye.
Over here.
Sure, I'll
I
report
forgot
you.
how boring my so-called peers can be. Pity Shelrani didn't eliminate a few more of my rivals before we noticed.
Wow.
But your master,
Oh, you nice.
Meln,
Right.
I have fond memories of his many antics. That's why I wanted a word with you.
Okay, what do you want?
Your master has delayed these proceedings long enough. Master Shelrani reached above her station and must be dealt with. Anything that postpones that and increases the time I must spend in the company of my so-called peers will not be tolerated.
Well, aren't you an absolute delight?
Murder, you say? That is serious. I suppose anything can be expected from a master who makes pacts with Daedra. We really need to strip her of her rank and
Okay.
exile her. Well, if you must see her, she's being held in a meeting room down the East Hall.
Oh, what have you got to say for yourself?
I don't understand this necessity for debate. If it were up to me, we'd get right to the vote. Nothing anyone has to say will change my mind about Shelrani. Now then, is Magister Meln really dead?
Yeah, he murdered her.
Meln may have confused Magister Gothran, but there's no provision for a dead Telvanni participating in a conclave. It's just not done.
I kill you.
Is that a threat? Master Morena led Shelrani through the East Door for making similar pronouncements only a few moments ago. If that can happen to a master, imagine what's in...
Alright then. Through the East Door.
There's There's a meeting room just to the right. This must be where they're holding her.
Yeah.
Shelrani's gone, but what's that tipped over bottle over there? That's pure essence of dream. Let me cast a spell to see what happened here.
Intrigued.
What was that? Just a little gift from the Prince of Dreams. Soon, you will do exactly as I say.
You won't get away with this.
I already have. And with your help, I'll get away with so much more. Now let's go attend the conclave. My ascension requires participants, willing or otherwise.
We must get to the conclave. It's held in the Master's private hall to the north.
Quickly, quickly.
Something's going on to the north. I think the conclave is starting.
Okay. What a pointless room.
Our disguise is off.
Master Shelrani, you stand accused of conspiring against your fellow Telvanni, murdering Meln the Mouthless, and consorting with Daedric princes. How do you plead?
A Telvanni doesn't plead. But I will kill you all before I take my sacrifice and depart.
Help me, Magister.
Shelrani, cease your actions this instant.
Use my ghost sight to disable the wards and get down there.
Okay. We're here. We're gonna help.
You again? If these fools can't stop me, what hope do you have?
Did we fall over or not?
I'm not ready to die a second time.
You're finally awake. Thank the ancestors. I thought Shelrani killed you.
But it's
We
in
should
a hole.
talk, Mouth of Meln.
Okay. Your
The
fault.
Mouth of the Mouthless. I suppose you want me to say that you and Meln were right.
I mean, we were
That I
right.
should have taken Shelrani's threat more seriously. Well, let's pretend I said that and
I mean, we
move
know
on to
you
what
did say
needs to
that.
happen next. Yes, quite a display. She used the conclave to formally announce her intentions. Her spell would have killed everyone and positioned her to challenge the Archmagister for rulership of the house. Luckily, I was on hand to save the local masters. Shelrani may be a powerful master, but I am a magister of the Telvanni Council. It was a simple matter to deflect her attack while the conclave dispersed.
Of course you assume
Then
that we
I
want to follow her.
stabilized the portal she fled through, assuming you would want to follow her.
Okay, we'll go.
Really now, who do you think Meln consulted when he first invented his Cloak of Omission? I see the mark of Mora upon you. House Telvanni wants
we're
no
not
part
wearing
in the
it anymore.
machinations of Daedric princes. Just make sure to kill Shelrani when you find her. Master Morena revealed her inadequacies when she allowed herself to be captured. The other masters survived. In both cases, House Telvanni won. If you plan to chase Shelrani, I suggest you leave now. I'm not going to hold that portal open forever.
You don't care about the other person.
In all honesty, no. In case you haven't noticed, we of House Telvanni are a superior
I
lot.
don't think
Sentiment and
sentiment
mercy
and
rarely
mercy are
factor into our
particularly
actions. Now,
unsuperior
step lively.
actions.
That portal will close as
Yeah.
soon as my attention wavers. Ooh, and I feel a yawn coming on.
Dick. The Shrine of Rain.
This ancient ruin.
Looks
Those markings.
familiar.
This place is dedicated
Right?
to their Mina.
I feel like we've been here before.
This place. I think we visited the memory of it in the Eye of Mora.
You think?
Recognized it immediately.
Oh, somebody's struggling.
This chamber appears promising. We should look
Some
around.
random ahead of us.
Yeah. Notes. Dramora Toravasad came with me with an intriguing proposition more than 2 years ago now. He promised to fulfill my lifelong ambition to become Archmagister and rule over House Telvanni. All I had to do was pledge my service to Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Dark Portents. All my dreams would come to pass. He explained that something had been taken from the world long ago, that it was his destiny to restore what was stolen, what was lost. He said that restoration began with a dream, hence his alignment with Vermina, for in a dream he recalled a shrine to the Dreamweaver, a shrine that was imperative I help him repair. After much research and investigation, we have come to this ancient site. Now all we need to do is find the shrine Torvasad saw in his dreams. After long months of preparation, we are finally ready to begin the work to fully restore the ancient statue of Vermina. While I still don't understand the significance of this effigy, I've devoted myself to determining exactly how to rebuild the statue and restore it to its former glory. Torvasad works by my side, learning all he can. When I ask why, he refuses to answer. He just says that restoring the statue is the key to restoring what was lost. And now I have an army of Vermina's followers, bolstered by those devoted to Periolite. Blightcrown disgusts me, but I cannot fault his brilliance to the strength of his charges. The supply of malachite from the Alavelis quarries have finally arrived, and we can begin. Soon, Vermina shall reward me with the power I need to become Archmagister of House Telvanni.
Anything relevant in those papers?
No.
Was there anything in those papers about Master Shelrani or where we might find her?
Talk about the things.
She writes about how Torvasad came to her, indoctrinated her into Vermina's service, how he was consumed with restoring something that was either stolen or lost, and how he insisted they find this ancient shrine.
And they work about.
So they sent the malachite mined from the Alavelis quarry here. And she discusses how the hidden kindred were formed to provide the workers needed to accomplish the restoration. Somehow, rebuilding a Vermina statue is the key to Torvasad's goal.
I mean, he fixed it
This
in the
must
memory.
be where that original memory took place. Where Vermina and Periite think Hermaeus Mora wronged them and stole whatever it is they now seek. Let's keep going.
We must find Shelrani and stop her from completing this rite.
Stand close and let me shield you.
Hold on. Hey, nice top hat.
Thank you. It's a bowler hat.
There's Shelrani and Master Morena. We need to free her.
My black book! Looks like Shelrani got past my safeguards.
I thought it was going to take her months, not an hour and a half.
I mean, she does have the support of 2 Daedric princes, so that makes sense.
Shelrani's using the restored statue as a focus for her rite.
Oh, it's quite a cool statue.
It is, isn't it?
An aspect of Vermina. That's not good.
Okay.
Away, agents of fate! This vessel will help me restore what was taken from us all! Now, my disciple. Complete the sacrifice so I may inhabit the vessel.
My ghost sight can defeat this enemy. Enter the focus point.
See, that's what happens. There we go.
Now, friend, free Morena from the binding.
Daedric magic is unstable. Save yourselves.
No! Not when we're so close!
Close my black book and take it. That should end the rite.
Okay.
Taking the Black Book won't stop us.
and one of you will serve just as well as a sacrifice.
No need to involve outsiders, Shelrani.
That was inevitable.
Accepts your sacrifice.
Double crosses.
And deems you a worthy
Double cross.
vassal.
I regret the bloodshed, but soon More's injustice will be undone.
With this vessel,
how you doing?
I can enter Apocrypha and strike at Mora's heart. With me, my faithful!
No, come here. Come back.
We have to warn Apocrypha. Let's return to the Necrom Bindery and find Laramil.
Okay, fine.
Hold still, and I'll open a portal back to Necrom.
Fine. Back to the Necrom Bindery. Well, saw that coming.
So did I.
Oh,
Neither Scroot nor I can feel Hermaeus Mora's presence. We both find this unsettling.
I would too.
Good, you are here. Both Scroot and I felt a sudden disturbance in the tides of fate. Something terrible has happened in Apocrypha, and Scroot and I no longer feel the presence of the one who knows.
The rite has happened.
Another significant event in the annals of fate, and I missed it.
I mean, you were asleep,
But Master Shelrani is dead. And Vermina did what? Start from the beginning, Proxy. What happened at the Master's
We don't have time for
Conclave?
that.
So that was
Yeah, we're just gonna
Shelrani's plan.
spend like 20 minutes
Use
filling you
whatever
in
power
while
the princess
world
provided to
disintegrates.
eliminate her rivals and move up in rank. I am glad she failed. But what happened after that?
We went to the shrine
And Blightcrown
so bad.
decided to complete the rite anyway by sacrificing Shelrani instead. Ruthless, but in keeping with a follower of Periite. And you say this allowed Vermina to possess Shelrani's corpse? What happened next, Proxy?
They went to Apocrypha.
They cannot. Not usually. Hence all the trouble that Torvasad and his allies went through to reach this point. At least you saved the Telvanni Masters and recovered Meln's Black Book. Well done. While I ponder
I'm gonna
next
just
steps,
think
take
about
this.
what we want to do next.
You earned it.
No urgency. And that ends this part of our ESO Necrom gameplay. We hope that you're enjoying the story as much as we are, and I absolutely can't wait to see what comes next. Make sure you keep an eye out for the next part, which will be coming very, very soon. And if you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see, either in the world of RPG or other game types, please don't forget to drop a comment below. As always, I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.